What if I told you that helping local business owners get Google reviews could put $300 in your pocket every single day, even if you've never done something like this before? This isn't some high-ticket sales program or some drop shipping or Amazon FBA BS. This is a simple business model where we automate one process that every business owner needs. Hundreds are doing the same exact thing to make a couple $1,000s, $10,000 a month online. And I know this works because I'm proof. I made $26,000 last month in recurring revenue just helping local business owners with this one simple automation. And let me be really clear, I don't have some $1,000 course or some high-ticket coaching program to sell you on. I actually want to give away everything that I've learned, all my templates, all my snapshots, everything I've learned for free. I'll show you how to get clients, how to onboard clients, and the simple software that automates the whole process. All I ask in return is you drop a like on this video and comment down below for the algorithm.
So just to kind of put this in perspective, in like 2014, 2015, 2016, dropshipping was so easy. This was like dropshipping back in the day when Facebook ads were cheap. There was very little competition. That's kind of what reputation management is. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry with some big players in the space, and we just want to grab our little section and sliver of $10,000 to $20,000 per month to create that time freedom, that location freedom that we all crave, right? But nowadays, the only thing people want to talk about is AI and AI agents and AI websites and smart websites and all this stuff, while sitting over here on the sidelines is this just reputation management. That's a massive multi-billion-dollar industry. You can see Podium did $219 million last year and started just as a reputation management company. So it's a great opportunity for a super simple business model, not easy, but super simple business model with less competition than all the other AI agents and all the stuff that local business owners are getting pitched every single day. So the great thing about this compared to like drop shipping or affiliate marketing or something like that is that it's a recurring service. So you set somebody up once and you get them started and they pay you month after month after month for an automated service. At this point, you're probably like, that sounds great, but I don't know how to code and I don't have the money to hire a developer, or I don't have the money to start this business. It sounds like it's a lot to set up. Well, the best part is that's where HighLevel is. So HighLevel has even the playing field for pretty much everybody, because now everybody has access to basically their own custom branded software for $97 per month. You can see all these features are included for 3 different sub accounts, which means you could have like 3 clients set up, right? For $97 per month. And for $297 a month, you have unlimited clients. And so you get all these features included for $297 a month for unlimited sub accounts. So you can see how crazy that is. They have made your own custom software. You can put your logo on, your domain, all that stuff, available now to pretty much anybody with a credit card. Right? And so the best part is that you get a 14-day free trial when you sign up with them, but if you sign up with my link down below in the description, you'll get an extended 30-day trial, and you'll get access to my templates, my scripts, my community, my coaching calls, my like 8-hour course that goes through everything exactly how I set up my business to help local business owners get Google reviews, automate the process, and make some semi-passive income, about $26,000 per month right now. So instead of having to hire developers and figure all this stuff out on your own, you can start on day one with a proven software that people have made work and made a bunch of money off of. You don't have to worry about the product not being good enough, because it is. And if you're hesitant and you don't think that business owners would want to pay you $200 a month to help get them more reviews, let me just show you this. If you see, do a simple search in our area, just Beach Bonfires 30A. It's kind of weird. Like we have I'm near a beach here, and people will pay $500, $1,000 just to go set up a bonfire on the beach for them and get the permit and all that stuff, and they can just sit there and eat and do stuff for it, right? So 30 Blaze is actually my first client ever. They've been a client for almost 3 years now, and they've paid me anywhere from like $400 to $2,000 a month, just depending on going up and down with different services and stuff like that. But for the reviews, we've always been doing that, and they've got almost 900 reviews, so 898 reviews. They're ranking #1 organically for all their main keywords. So anywhere in their service area, people are typing in beach bonfire, they're ranking #1. And not only are they ranking #1, and this is how you can sell it to them, I want to make you the no-brainer option in your area. Everyone that sees your business on Google should know that you are far and above better than the competition, and they should choose you. So not only are these reviews, are we going to automate the process of requesting reviews to save you time, we're also going to make sure you rank higher on Google so more people see you. But lastly, we're going to make sure people choose you to make sure you're the no-brainer option in your area, because you can see they've got 700, 800 more reviews than the closest competitors, not to mention their perfect 5.0 star rating. And so you can see how when you tell business owners like this, like, hey, I know you're the best business in your area. Like, I know that. Hopefully they are. If they're not, you might have to change the pitch a little bit. But to them, like, yes, of course, I just want my business profile to reflect that. And so our job at Review Harvest, or whatever the name of your company is going to be or whatever, is to make sure that your Google Business Profile accurately reflects all your customers and how happy they are. And so that people will choose you when they look you up on Google because you look like the no-brainer option. And so that's what we're going to do, getting you more reviews. So how do we actually get these businesses reviews, right? First thing you need to do, you need to get an account to HighLevel. Feel free to sign up my link down below in the description. You'll get an extended 30-day trial. You'll get coaching calls with me. You'll get access to my community, snapshots, templates, all that sort of stuff. So if you're not doing that, what are you doing? You want to go ahead and click on create sub account, right? So you're in your agency view. This is separate from the sub account view. The agency view is kind of zoomed out. You can see all your clients under you. So you click on sub accounts, you click on create a sub account. And from there, you can just use a snapshot that you got emailed to you automatically, and it's actually in the community. But if you sign up my link, you'll get an email to invite to the community, and then you'll get access to this snapshot through the community. And then you just click on select continue with my snapshot. What my snapshot is doing is basically I think I have like 15 automations in there already built out. These are very complex automations, built-in notifications, built-in tracking. Basically, there's a custom value key where we can change everything on how the sub account behaves, and I'll show you that later. But it's supposed to make it super, super easy to onboard a new user in 15 to 20 minutes without having to go into every single workflow or go into every single template and changing it every time you get a new customer, right? And so if you can't find their business on Google Maps, you can just add manually here. Let's say we find plumber local union. Perfect. And so I'm going to go ahead and add some dummy information here. This is creating the business details of the sub account. This is not adding them as a user. It's just creating the sub account. So let me add some dummy details. We'll go to the next step. After you've added your clients, your new client that said yes, after you add their information here, click on add to sub account, and it's going to take you to kind of the agency view of the sub account where you can manage particular things for it, right? So once this loads here, you can see you'll be able to add card on file to turn on SaaS and rebilling. This is basically where if they're incurring any expenses of like text and email expenses, you can add their card on file and you can just rebill those expenses to the client. That way you don't have to eat them, which is something I do recommend. And we go ahead and switch to the sub account. Now what we want to do is we want to basically, I'm going to show you kind of what you would walk them through on an onboarding call. There's 3 or 4 big things we need to happen on the onboarding call. Number one, they need to click on connect their Google Business Profile here. So tell them to click on Launchpad, click on connect their Google Business Profile. It's going to prompt them to just log in with their email that manages it. This is going to allow us to respond to the reviews, get their Google review link, post these reviews automatically, all that jazz. The second thing we need them to do is we need them to upload their previous customer list, right? So this is where you go to their CRM, you go to their booking system, you download their list of previous customers as a CSV file, and then you import it right here. This will allow us to do a review reactivation where we slowly reach out to all their previous customers. We get them a whole bunch of reviews up front so they love us and they know that we're doing a great job and they can trust us in the future and they'll be paying us for hopefully years to come, right? And then once you get this previous customer list, you want to find a way to automatically add their new customers. So what that's called is this integration. A CRM integration is what I normally call it. I've got plenty of other videos on my channel about how to do a CRM integration so that anytime they get a new customer, it's automatically added and they automatically get a review request. From there, what we want to do is we want to take them to marketing and we want them to connect their social media accounts. After they connect their social media accounts, we'll be able to click on just post reviews. We only want to post 5-star reviews. We'll be able to upload a couple photos. And now every time they get a 5-star review, we're automatically posting it to their social media with their logos, their photos, stuff like that. So they know that we're doing good work and they'll continue to pay us. Those are the main things that you need to get from them on an onboarding call. And after the onboarding call, you want to come to reputation. You want to come to settings, and you want to make sure you turn on AI review responses. So this means that every time they get a review, we'll automatically respond to all the reviews for them. And the cool thing is nowadays you can create separate agents for different sort of reviews, right? So we might want Taylor Saylor to respond to our 4 and 5-star reviews because she's optimistic and great. Whereas we might want Grace Space, these are just templates, but you can build something from scratch. We might want a more empathetic and solution-oriented agent, AI agent, to respond to the negative reviews. And so we'll just say we only let them respond to, let's say, 2 stars or below. And that way you'll get a good review response for every single review. And instead of kind of getting a generic boilerplate AI review response to every single review. And lastly, we're just going to navigate to settings. We're going to go to the custom values, and this is the brains of the operation, right? I've said this before, but basically this snapshot, I created it in a way where you'll be able to onboard a new user, a new business in hopefully 15 to 30 minutes, just by changing some values here and tweaking some other stuff if needed. So what I mean by that is like, you can just say, if this is a recurring service, these customers are going to be added every single week. We don't want to follow up 3 times, because then they're going to get touched 3 or 4 times every single week with a text and email requesting a review. And they're going to do that until they leave a review, right? And so, which that's another thing my snapshot does. My snapshot is going to track whether or not they left a review. And if they have left a review, we're going to quit following up, right? If they're added again in the future. But when it comes to how many times to follow up, like, you don't want to follow up with somebody 3 times in 1 week, and then they're going to be added to the review request workflow again next week, right? So you might want to change that to 0 and stuff like that. But you can just change all the values here and you'll be good to go, and they'll be ready to start getting some reviews. So how do you actually get business owners to say yes to you? How do you actually get them to allow us to let them get Google reviews even for free? I wish I had some really expensive system to sell you that you could pay me every single month for, and then I'd make a whole bunch of money. But really, in reality, the way that I did it was this right here. And you can just screenshot this and use it for the next, honestly, 3, 6 months to maybe even a year, because you can do it for free. And this is exactly how I got my first 10, 30, and on to like 60 or 70 SaaS customers on HighLevel for Review Harvest, right? So the first thing I did was I focused on getting proof, not profit. I recommend that to anybody. You want to just get some reps under your belt. You know, in the beginning, a business owner allowing you to set this up for free, they're doing you the favor, right? They're like that was when they allowed me to set up for free. I was like, yay. I'm like, it's a good deal for me, because I get reps under my belt. I can get a case study. I can get a review. I can get a referral. And so first, just reach out to your network, like your phone contacts, people that know you, like you, trust you already. Here's the script you can send out to them, and then just go ahead and try to get some results, right? And then use those results to reach out to people in your area, right? So I got my first 10 to 15 customers this way, and then I reached out to people in my area locally to go ahead and continue to expand, get 20, 30, 40 customers, right? And get some more proof. And then once you have a lot of solid proof, you can use that proof and use that profit to scale, right? So once you get to your first 10 customers, you can probably start charging. Like, you have enough reps under your belt, you probably feel comfortable saying, hey, let's go ahead and get a card on file. Let's do a 14-day free trial. Then it's going to be X amount a month after that, right? But once you start making some money, you want to start reinvesting that money back into ads. So I was at about 30 or 40 customers. I'd been doing it for probably 5 or 6 months, and I was kind of hitting a plateau with my kind of cold outreach locally. And so what I did was I just created a simple ad saying, hey, my name's Clay from Review Harvest. I help this business go from X to Y reviews. I'd love to do the same thing for you for free. I ran that ad, and within 2 months, I pretty much doubled the amount of customers I had. I think I went from like 35-ish to 60 or 70 customers paying me every single month running that ad. And I only have 15,000 year-round residents in my area. And so when it comes to, if you live in a city with 100,000 business owners, 100,000 year-round residents, that you could probably build a business just in your local area to 15, 20K, 30K per month, right? Because one of the hardest transitions I made was going from local ads to national ads, because once you run ads nationally, you don't have that local trust to then help them show up to the call, help sell the call. Every single metric you could track, show up rate, close rate, all that sort of stuff is going to go down once you go nationally, right? And so in the beginning, I recommend like using your network and then reaching out to people locally, leveraging that trust, and then start running ads. And so that's how I got to my first 70 clients. And plus, when you run ads locally, if there are any high rollers in your area, like big CEOs of companies or people that own really massive companies, when you say, hey, my name's Clay from insert your city name, that's going to make their ears perk up, right? If you just say, hey, my name's Clay, I'm helping people get reviews, they're probably like, oh, it's just a kid, whatever, and move on. But when you say that you're from the same area that they are, they're going to be willing to help you out. Honestly, I had so many examples of like big business owners reach out to me because they saw my ad and be like, hey, I want to get some reviews. I want to know what this is all about. Something I would never had a shot with, never had the proof, never had the reputation to kind of demand that sort of business, except for the fact they were in my area. And so now they're more than willing to work with me. And one more thing I want to say, guys, is that this is hard. I've been on the other side of watching these YouTube videos, getting all excited, paying for something, and then just being disappointed and just realizing that YouTube video was just hype. And now when you actually get into it, it's not. as easy as they made it sound, right? And maybe even they don't give all the information away, or they're trying to charge more. And so seriously, guys, like if you want to sign up for High Level with my link, that's great. I'm not here to sell you anything. I want to set proper expectations that this is difficult. I remember times when I would stay up till 2 a.m. working, and I would go lay down and I would get a couple hours of sleep, and then just my body would naturally wake me up at like 5 o'clock, and I couldn't sleep. I was just so stressed about bills to pay and all that stuff. So like if you don't have any money coming in, like go get a part-time job, go to a full-time job and build this on the side, because this is hard. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes weeks, months, and maybe even a year to get it to where you're like, okay, sweet, I'm making like $5,000 a month. This is awesome, right? I mean, it took me about a year and a half to hit my first $20,000 a month, and it took me about 7 or 8 months to hit my first $10,000 a month, because I had an agency and kind of burned it down. I had an agency that made almost $20,000 per month, and I kind of burned it down and started at about $3,000 or $4,000 per month. Had to start over again, and it took me months to get it back up to $10,000 per month. And so it's not easy, especially if you don't have any prior experience. It's going to be a lot, but it is possible, right? It is a simple business, not easy, but simple. And so if you're able to stick to something for a year or 2 years, then yes, great, jump on this. But this could just be another shiny object to you if you're not willing to put in the work. But if you are interested in getting started with High Level, maybe starting to make some semi-passive income, using High Level to help local business owners achieve some sort of outcome, feel free to sign up with my link down below in the description. I don't really hide anything, right? I give everything away in here. I pour thousands of hours into this community. You can see really quickly how active I am. So you can see I'm very active. I've been active. I got a 30-day streak going. So every day I'm in this community answering people's questions, helping people out. In here, you'll have 4 coaching calls a week, 1 with a Facebook ads expert, 3 with me, where I'll meet you where you are and help walk you through whatever challenge you're going through. And then we have step-by-step training. So day 1 through day 7. On day 7, you'll have your first client. You'll have everything set up, and walk through the whole entire thing. Don't really hide anything back. So if you like this video, feel free to watch a 9-hour video that I posted that goes over this whole entire course. You just don't get the templates and stuff up next. And I'd love to see you in the community soon. Peace.